Soft light falls on quiet sand. You almost leaned in. Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind?
Lately, life has felt very full. Not in a loud or exciting way, but in the way filled with dishes and garden beds and little hands needing you every few minutes. And as much as I've wanted to film more consistently, because believe me, I have 1,000 ideas, I'm still learning that it's okay for my life to move a little slower than the world around me. Some seasons of life aren't meant for rushing forward, they're meant for rooting deeply. Over the last couple of months, we've been building our garden, working on house projects, and caring for our 3 little ones, and honestly, there hasn't been much room left over.
With the wind blowing in your hair, we can look back.
But I have missed being here with you all, and I never want these videos to feel rushed or disconnected from real life. I want to share on here imperfectly but genuinely. So tonight I thought it would be nice to slow down for a bit and put together a candlelit evening tea at home.
On the road with a couple of tunes and a coffee too.
I wanted the table to feel intimate, soft, and a little old-fashioned, layered and gathered over time rather than perfectly matched. I draped this long lace tablecloth over a deep blue paisley underneath, and I love how the patterns peek through each other in the evening light. I think mixing colors and textures like this is one of the easiest ways to make familiar things feel new again. Earlier in the week, I noticed honeysuckle vines growing over some of our bushes. Our kids love pulling the blossoms apart to taste the tiny drops of nectar inside. And after watching a video from Shelby's Cottage, a new favorite creator of mine, I couldn't stop thinking about making honeysuckle jam. It turned out to be surprisingly simple to make a small batch, and the flavor was so delicate and lovely, lightly floral with a little hint of citrus. Spread over warm scones with clotted cream, it felt like early summer in jam form. Petits fours are definitely a labor of love, but they're one of those desserts that feels so special once everything is assembled. I love that they can be made ahead and frozen too, which makes hosting feel a little less overwhelming. There are so many different ways to glaze them, from very simple poured icings to more traditional poured fondants. And I'd love to do a deeper video on that in the future if that's something you'd enjoy. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that. These were glazed with a white chocolate poured fondant that was delicious. I love including at least one fresh, fruity dessert on the table, something that captures the essence of the season. So I really wanted to include these strawberries, which were especially fragrant and sweet. This strawberry mousse was incredibly simple to make, but it ended up being one of the standout favorites of the evening. Light, airy, and full of fresh strawberry flavor. It was so lovely alongside the richer pastries and the tea.
Shadows move, skin to skin.
After years of trying different pâtisserie recipes, I think I may have finally found my favorite. It's from this beautiful French patisserie cookbook that I've been working my way through lately.
And I will always have that one night.
The filling was a silky vanilla pastry cream, lightened with whipped cream, which gave it this airy, cloud-like texture that felt rich without being overly sweet.
We'll always have that sunrise. Daybreak, shadows fade. You step back, I step away. Nothing's broken, nothing new.
I topped the Éclairs with a silky chocolate ganache instead of the more traditional fondant glaze because I think it gives it a deeper, richer chocolate flavor. I made cranberry and white chocolate scones using a recipe from Flour Bakery in Boston. Served warm with clotted cream and the honeysuckle jam, they felt especially cozy with the evening tea.
We'll always have.
Since I was serving this as a fuller evening tea rather than a traditional afternoon tea, I leaned into heartier savory dishes, a butternut squash soup and a quiche Lorraine. Along with the pâte choux, the quiche crust may have been my favorite part of the evening. I recently found a quiche crust recipe that gives those impossibly thin, flaky layers that shatter slightly when you cut into them. The filling was rich and savory and perfect with the soup and the tea. This one disappeared very quickly. While I was setting everything up, I asked my husband to keep the kids occupied for a little while. And when they finally came back in, they were completely wide-eyed, seeing the candles and the little desserts laid out on the table. It was such a simple and lovely evening, but one that felt really special in the middle of an otherwise ordinary week. Thank you so much for spending this slow evening with me. I have lots more cozy videos planned very soon. More tea gatherings, homemaking, gardening, recipes, and little glimpses of life at home. If you'd like to watch more tea party videos in the meantime, I'll leave my playlist linked below. I hope you're doing so well, friends. I'll see you again very soon.